What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I'm here to bring you today my weekly predictions video. This week it's going to be a huge week for us. We're going up against Indiana on the road, and I'm just going to flat out say I'm, kind of concerned about this game. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel. Are you concerned about this game? Do you think that it's going to be smooth sailing for us? Or do you think that we're going to have a problem playing Indiana on the road? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Personally, myself, it's always a concern whenever we go on the road. It's night and day as far as how we play on the road. For whatever reason, especially now, we get off to even slower starts, and our slow starts that we usually get at home, we get started even slower on the road. And historically, this Indiana team, regardless of who's on their squad, has given us problems over the years. This year is probably going to be no exception, as this Indiana team seems even better than years past. I mean, they've been recruiting a little bit better. They've been playing solidly, and other than a couple of losses here and there, they pretty much took Penn State all the way down to the wire last week and barely lost. They were ranked in the top 25 in the AP last week before they lost. And I think as of now, their ranking is like 26. So obviously that's why you don't see them in the top 25. But this is a top 30 team in the country, so this is not going to be an easy game for Michigan to win. But overall, Michigan program as a whole, we've been playing much better, much more balanced, more consistent. Pretty much ever since Harbaugh came out of the tunnel at halftime at Penn State, and basically said that he felt that this was going to be our finest hour. And if it weren't for a drop in the end zone, he probably would have been right about that all the way through. But regardless of that, Michigan has played much better, much more spirited, much more competitive, much more consistent since the point in time where he mentioned that. And they really played well last week on both sides of the football. First time really for a whole game, for the most part, that their passing game looked up to style, up to snuff, looked like the passing game that we expected to see all year. Now, if that's because of Michigan State not having a good pass defense, then then that kind of changes things a little bit. But I felt that was the most comfortable shape Harrison looked in in a long time passing the football. I mean, obviously, when it goes without saying, if you pass for almost 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and it's the first time that he's been a 300-yard passer in a Michigan uniform, and the first time that we've had a 100-yard wide receiver since 2016. So I feel as though we're going to be able to move the football on these guys. I mean, they're not the greatest defense in the world. So I think offensively, we're going to be able to move the football, get yards, make plays. It's going to be on the defensive side where there's going to be, my concerns. I mean, last year, for all intents and purposes, these are the guys that pretty much exposed Don Brown's defense and found a way to out-scheme his defense and put up yards and put up points on Michigan's defense, which up until that point, it seemed like it was basically like a 20-foot wall, 20-foot high brick wall, and they found ways to break the defense, um, really showing quote unquote speed in space. And you know, if it weren't for, I guess, a lack of talent and being down like they were, they might have actually won that game. But it exposed their defense, and it led to the ugly game that we played the next week in Columbus against Ohio. So, like I said, this is going to have to be one on the football field on the defensive side of the football. Um, and I think we have the talent and the ability to do so. Um, I feel as though, it's not going to be a game like, obviously, the Michigan State game. I could, right at the back, predict that. All Michigan had to do was score more than 14 points and they'd win. And as it turns out, all they had to do is score more than 11 points, or 10 points and win. But this is not going to be the same. I feel as though Indiana has the skill set and the talent and the ability to put up points. So it's not going to be where we can all we got to do is score 10 points and win. No. We're going to have to be able to move the football and score a good amount of points, probably at least 24 points in order to win this game. Like I said, we're on the road, so whenever we put on those white unis, it always becomes an issue, especially against Indiana. So I'm looking for a highly spirited effort against these guys. We win this game. We were looking at being 9-2. And you just look back at it now and think about what could have been if we win this game. If Ronnie Bell had caught that football against Penn State, and we actually came back and won that game. Now you'd be looking at a game where we're potentially playing it out for a Big Ten championship berth and a potential berth into the the college football playoffs. But we can't go back on that now. So as far as the football game goes, I think that we have the ability, the talent, and the momentum to win this football game. I think we're just going to be a little bit too much for Indiana, and I see us winning potentially a close game, 27-24. I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means. These guys have given us all sorts of grief, the last few years, especially on the road. I think the last 2 times that we played Indiana on the road, the games went into overtime. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully that we play an excellent game and win this game outright in regulation without too much of an issue. But we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. It definitely helps my channel, helps to get my videos exposed. If you have leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about the game, whether you're confident we're going to win or not. And if you have, if you enjoy my content and you want to see more of it, definitely subscribe to the channel. If you are subscribed to the channel, definitely make sure that you hit the notification bell, and it'll just let you know whenever I do post videos. It'll inform you and let you know immediately via notification that I've posted a video. So anyways, thank you for watching the video, and as always, go blue.